This is us figuring out what the heck we're
Yeah,
going to
right.
do, guys. Maybe we'll just leave this in.
Oh, it's fine. I don't think anybody really cares.
No one cares? Well, heck, let's just do
All right, here we go.
regular episode.
How you doing, Greg?
Well, hold on. Let's keep talking, but then I'll still do an intro.
All right, go ahead. Yeah.
We'll do this one.
Okay.
And I'll talk over it.
Yeah.
This will be the most unprofessional.
Hey, yeah, dead man walking.
Are we going to start thinking of
That
lyrics?
might be the new, that's the newness right there.
Yeah,
dead man walking. Welcome to another episode of Dead Man Walking. Yeah.
I feel like we moved into Tenacious D territory on that.
That's all right. We could do that.
Oh, man. Yeah, coughs and all. What's up?
Yeah.
Another Dead Man Walking episode. Here we go.
I just got over here.
Yeah.
And
Still not warm in the studio.
no,
it's
actually,
okay,
I feel
it's okay.
yeah, it feels pretty good, man.
Better than a couple days ago when we recorded. It was cold, man.
Your fireplace over there. I don't know where you got that from, but
My
that
fake-
thing does kick out some heat.
You know who gave that to me? My sister-in-law.
Oh,
She's like, I'm moving,
Very
and I
nice.
don't feel like moving it. Do you want it?
Yeah.
And I said, I don't refuse free things.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, right.
I'm 25% hoarder
yeah.
and 25% frugal.
You know what's so funny about that?
thank you, Stephanie.
I just went through a few closets.
Yeah.
And I will throw things away that somebody might still want, you know? Like I'm one of those people, like I don't like stuff.
You're very minimal.
I'm a minimalist for sure. But like I literally want to be, 45 years old. I want a suitcase that shoes fit in it and a nice button-up shirt and some nice pants can just fit in there and a hat. You know, like Brooksy from, what's that movie? Shawshank Redemption.
That's all he has.
You know, like I literally don't want anything, you know?
Okay,
make sure the meat is in the freezer and make sure I got some good food in my fridge.
all I
But other than that, I don't want stuff.
Well,
you know?
first of all, every time I go to your house, it's like absolutely spotless clean.
Yeah.
No toys anywhere. You got little kids, you got big, you got
Yeah,
teenager, you got little kid. And I'm like,
Dude,
how do you do this? First of all, it's always clean. And then I'll tell you a quick story.
Yeah.
When I knew we were different.
Yeah.
Okay. When we were different personalities.
Right.
When we went outside, when we went to Franklin for FLF,
Yeah.
and we're going down to your buddy's house. What was it? DJ.
DJ, yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to DJ.
Yeah.
Love that guy. And we're there for like 3 days or whatever, 4 days. And we open the trunk, and I have a duffel bag that you could get like 8 heads in a duffel bag, like Joe Pesci style. It's like huge. It's got 2 wheels on it.
Yeah.
It's 4.5 foot long. It's stuffed full of clothes and all stuff. I look over, and you've got a backpack.
I had a computer bag.
A computer bag backpack. And I'm like, where are your clothes? You're like,
Dude.
they're in here, dude.
I'm telling you, man, when we were on the road, it was so funny because I would have a carry-on suitcase duffel bag that was not that big. It was the size of my computer. If you're watching YouTube right now, the size of my computer, and I would have 7 shirts rolled up. I would have 1 pair of jeans that I wore, and then, the other amenities or whatever. But I literally, I was always clean. I was not one of those nasty dudes on the road that would sweat the night before, never wash his shirts, never wash anything, and just go with it. I was not like that. But I would always make sure did my laundry and whatnot. But I did not like having stuff. The only time, there was one tour that we did, I think I had 7 guitars on this one tour. I had so many guitars. I had this huge, nice rack of, for the guitars. And, I was putting all these guitars on there. And I was just like, oh, man, this looks so good. And then during the show, I would literally only use one of them.
Look cool, though. You had more guitars than shirts.
Right, yeah, exactly. Yeah, or just as many. I mean, oh my gosh. But yeah, anyway, we're going to go through our stuff at home. I'm going to go through every closet. I'm going to go through the basement, and I'm going to, get rid of things that we don't need. And more than likely, my wife's going to win that argument.
Right. But I think that's the subjective, because my wife's a little bit that way too, where she gets into a mood and it's like, we're just throwing it out. Right. And like what we need is subjective. She'll be like, we're throwing it out. And I'm like, but we might need that. She's like, it's an old Monopoly game that's missing half the pieces. And I'm like, well, we might need extra pieces for the new game, something dumb. Yeah. But the other thing too, when we went down there, the other thing I noticed is like, you're so inventive when you're a minimalist, because we get there and we have a futon to sleep on, and you're like, dude, take the futon. I'm good on the floor. And I'm like, what? You're like, nah, dude, I'm good. Yeah. And then you that
blew
night
up air mattress, baby.
Yep, blow up mattress he had in his laptop bag, and then uses the laptop bag as a pillow.
It didn't fit my laptop bag, but literally, man.
I was like, dang, you're like a Navy SEAL.
You got to be outside. You got to think outside the box, man. I'm one of those artists,
Yeah, I was like, this guy's been on the road, man.
I mean,
he's got his life in a backpack.
Literally,
his
man.
His bed's in the backpack.
I had to be very good with my packing too, because we toured in a car for a little while. So we were in a Grand Prix, 4-door Grand Prix. Yeah. We had 3 bags, a guitar case, our merch box, and I'm pretty sure I only had a tuner at the time. So I didn't even have pedals. We didn't have nothing. But it was perfect, because we would show up at a venue. People would be like, what are you about to do? Oh, we just need 2 mics and a guitar input.
And some electric. Some electricity to plug in the board.
Yeah, right.
But that's funny.
Anyway.
Yeah, good thing you didn't have like full set of like drums and stuff, though. I mean, that takes up space.
I know. But think about that, man.
7 guitars, man.
Think about how much stuff we have on our person that we don't need, and then along with that, like in our house, like things that we go to the store for that we just... There's no need to have for us, I'll be completely transparent right now, guys. Okay. Get ready for this.
All right.
We
Drop it on
have a budget with our food, okay? Our budget for our 3-person, 1 toddler family, $75 a week.
Holy cow.
Yeah, dude.
That's good.
We are really good. My wife is awesome about the food budget. She does really good, and we eat at home, but we eat really good though. Like she has recipes. I mean, she's always baking. That's why I'm a little bit larger than I should be. But I mean, like my wife is really good about what, the way she spends our money,
Yeah, no, dude, that's a Proverbs 31 wife.
Right. And
we've read that on here before. You know what I mean? She knows what's profitable, knows how to save, knows how to,
Yeah, but I mean,
that's
insane
though.
Things.
That's basically $300 a month, even with this 10%.
Literally,
increase in cost of goods, inflation.
$75
I'm gonna have to get some tips from you offline.
I know, right? And then once a month, I will be honest, once a month we do go to Costco. So that obviously adds to it, but just say we spend $500 a month in food.
That's good,
right? I mean, like
I spend $500 every time I go to Costco, twice a month.
Exactly right. Yeah. But like, okay, so I was just listening to a Lex Friedman podcast, and Elon Musk was on there.
Okay,
and it was super interesting. I mean, like, but they got into the conversation about the moon and Mars. And people inhabiting.
I mean, that's the next frontier, right?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I mean, how is this even going to happen? I mean, we have so many things that we think we need here on Earth. I mean, and some things for sure, like a nice fireplace over there that you can just click a button and it warms you up. Yeah. But imagine having to take all of these things, from just your house to the moon or to Mars, but then along with that, you're going to have food. You're going to have, people that might be doctors. I mean, you're going to have so many different things in place. But
the first missions are going to be super minimal.
Yeah,
I feel like if anyone should go to the moon and start civilization, it should be someone like you.
Yeah.
Like that can get everything they need for the next generation into one backpack.
Yeah, into one backpack.
You should show up to NASA.
Some seeds.
Everyone's like, got all these, just these huge boxes of spacecraft boxes that can, withstand the sun's heat, and you just got a backpack. You're like, I'm ready, dudes.
Let's do this.
We're going up there for 60 years, right? Yep.
I mean, it's just insane to even think about, because it's like, how much money would it cost to even, I mean, if you're taking 10 people up there.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, the rocket has to hold 10 people. And then along with that, I mean, like you're going to have food. You're going to have maybe even some wood or tents for shelter.
If you're going to the moon, you got to build a structure first. Right.
Yeah.
And I know there's people planning to do that. Even in the private sector, they want to do it.
Yeah.
But it's a really weird legal thing too, because it's a really weird thing if you think about it. We just went to the moon, stuck a flag in it. We're like, we own it.
Right. Yeah.
Under international law, the United States owns the moon.
Gosh.
Supposedly. I mean, I don't.
Why haven't we been back?
Because
is it fake?
Because the Earth is flat, dude.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And we can't get past the filament or whatever that's called.
I mean, that's just.
I don't know. Exactly. That's really weird. Okay, let's just talk about that for a minute. Okay, and then we know this is going to
flat Earth.
This is a free thought episode, so we're just going to go anywhere.
Okay. Oh, we're turning this into episode. Okay.
Not the flat Earth.
Perfect.
I'm saying, why haven't we gone back to the moon? Yeah. We went once in 1969 with technology that wasn't even advanced as a Game Boy. Okay, that just blows my mind.
Yeah.
Like we're just like, hey, we're just going to rocket you out there 300,000 miles and hope you get back. And then
somebody said yes.
Yeah, there's like some people. Oh, I'll try it.
Yeah, right.
But then
Sure.
And then there's the Apollo missions right after that, right? Yeah. I think they said we went. Someone's gonna have to correct me, or we'll have to Google it. But I feel like we then walked on the moon one or two more times in the 70s, and then just haven't gone back since like the early 70s. Like, what's that all about? And then I hear like people saying, "Oh, well, we got these Van Allen radiation belt. We can't get past."
Did the Apollo? I don't think the Apollo stopped. I think they went around it, right?
Did they just go around it?
Yeah, they just went around it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Tom Hanks and Kevin Bacon just went around it.
They just went around it?
Who was the other guy? It was that dude from Twister, the husband. I can't even remember his name.
Oh, but, was it? Yeah, he was big back in the 90s.
Yeah, man. Yeah. My favorite part of Twister was when Van Halen came on during the Twister. I don't know if you remember that tune. But
wait.
This is like the most random episode we've ever done, but I love it.
Stuff right now. I'm sorry. What'd you say?
This is great. So no. I just said something about a Van Halen tune during the Twister, and it was awesome. But but yeah, man. I mean,
so Apollo 11 was the space flight that first landed humans on the moon. That was the 69 flight.
Yeah.
But is that the only time we landed on the moon?
Pretty sure, man. I don't know. Somebody's gonna have to fact check both of us. One of us are wrong. Either we walked on it again or we didn't. But I'm pretty sure we did.
But either way, that's weird, right? 6 missions landed humans on the moon, beginning with Apollo 11. And then Apollo 13 was intended to land. However, it was restricted to a flyby due to malfunction aboard the spacecraft. Yeah. All 9 crewed missions returned safely to Earth. So 6 times we landed on the moon. I don't know. It says list of the moon missions. Let's see. Not that we need to know this, but...
Oh, no. I would rather be factual than...
Weird. Launch failure. Jeez, look at all these that weren't successful.
I know. Yeah, I mean, imagine making a rocket. I mean, Elon Musk. Did you know he did not go to school for what he does at SpaceX? Like, he is head engineer,
and he's never went to school
for to build a rocket. He just talked to a lot of really smart people. And then he's read a lot of books on how to build a rocket. And you're just like, so you're telling me that you built a rocket by reading a book? I mean,
why not?
A rocket. It goes into space. It comes back down. It lands safely. But I mean, of course, the first, 3 or 4 missions, they blew up.
Yeah.
But remember, the one that finally made it, if it would have blown up, they would have been done. SpaceX would have not been able to go on because he wouldn't have been able to fund it.
Yeah, Luna 24, 1976. August 9th, 1976 was the last final mission that put people on the...
Gotcha. Was it us?
Yeah, it was. We're the only ones who have. No one else has walked on. No one else has walked on the moon.
Oh.
Except Americans.
Yeah.
That's why there's like conspiracy...
Except for E.T.
Conspiracy theories out there that are like, yeah, we never really went. Like, how is, China can't get up there. Russia can't get up there. We can get into orbit.
I don't know if you knew this or not, Greg, but there was a war on the moon. Look at it and all the crevices that's on it.
Wait, what?
It's this conspiracy theory.
Oh, I thought it was like a
people
Pink Floyd song or something.
Yeah, exactly. Dark Side of the Moon, baby. But yeah, no. Some people think that all of the different crevices, that there was a war on the moon.
Oh, like way before.
So way before,
like we were
civilization and something like that.
Or like we just don't know about it.
But I mean, would no one take into account comets and some of these different things out in space that may have just ran into the moon and maybe made a crater, possibly?
Yeah. I mean, we talk like we know so much stuff this day and age. No, I'm not saying we. I'm saying humanity. I'm saying like humanity in general. Sorry. No, us too. We don't know what the heck we're talking about.
Sure. Yeah.
But saying
this is conspiracy. Some of this conspiracy stuff does get wild. Yeah.
I'm saying humanity is like, we're so smart, we're so advanced, we've got all these theories, and it's like we don't even know what's at the bottom of parts of the ocean. Mm-hmm. We don't even know what went on truly 15,000 years ago. We don't have any recorded history before that. Mm-hmm. It's like we don't know where anything came from, how it got here. And
Science.
I say we, I'm saying secular.
Science.
We have a biblical worldview that says we know where it came from.
Exactly.
But it's just crazy. Like we still call medicine a practice. I mean, you go to a doctor and like, I don't know, you maybe got this. Yeah. I mean, do you know that misdiagnosis is the leading cause of death in the United States? Malpractice.
Did not know that.
80 million errors are made every year in hospitals through doctors and nurses.
That's scary.
We just don't know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Sorry to any doctors out there listening, but you're still practicing. There's only one great physician. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Not that I'm anti-doctor.
Right. We're not. Yeah, we're not.
They do have some
Christian
wisdom
scientists.
and knowledge.
We're not like Mary Baker Eddy was the greatest.
Yeah.
No.
Isn't Scientologists kind of into that too? Because Tom Cruise and all those guys are like, hey, once you become theta or whatever it is, like you can't use any type of drugs, any pharmaceuticals, right? Because that's what he got in an argument back in the 90s with another celebrity.
Yeah, who was that?
Why are you taking?
Yeah. It was about antidepressants.
Brooke Shields, I think it was.
Was it?
Yeah, antidepressants and stuff like that. So Scientology is like Jehovah's Witness a little bit like that too.
Different stuff, man.
Yeah.
I see nothing wrong with modern medicine except for something that just came about within the past year-ish.
Right.
But, I mean, it's like once things are proved to work and you actually don't get what it's supposed to stop, then we can have the conversation about putting it in different people's bodies. These cookies that they talk about all over the place. So anyway.
Oh, man. Yeah. So if we actually get on the moon, hold on. I want to explore this for a minute. So
or Mars.
You got it. We're not getting to Mars in my lifetime. I'm sorry. It's just
never know, man.
It's too far.
Elon Musk has been selling a lot of shares of Tesla. Like he sold $1 billion worth again yesterday or the day before.
Well, why not? Why not cash out if it's going through the roof like that?
Yeah.
Because it's all made up money until you have some type of raw material or dollar. Even if you have dollars in your bank account, that's just numbers in a ledger.
Yeah.
It's really going to come down to who has the most land, gold, water, and shelter.
Right.
At some point.
Because really, I mean, it's like, what is money going to do if the Book of Eli actually did happen?
That's a good movie.
Oh, it's a great movie. Yeah. But imagine that happens and. Everybody's just kind of fending for themselves. And it's like, it doesn't matter if you have $1 million in your bank account. If you don't know how to grow food, if you don't know how to homestead to some extent, you might be in a little bit of trouble.
Let me ask you this.
Or have a brother that knows how.
Totally off
Greg.
Right. Can you figure out like plot twists in movies pretty well? Do you see like Like in those movies where they have a plot
Did I
twist.
realize that Denzel Washington was blind the entire time?
Yeah.
No, not the entire time. Like the first time I was just like, this is crazy. And then
I didn't realize it until they revealed that he's blind.
Yeah.
I'm horrible at. That's why I love movies with a plot twist, because I'm like a 3-year-old. I'm like, I don't see it coming. My wife, I can't watch those type of movies with her because she sees it coming a mile away.
Oh,
she's like so observant. I don't know if I'm just so into the movie or like, you know, a little bit of the ADD, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't pick up small details for sure.
Yeah.
You know those movies that drop like a couple hints throughout the movie, and then when you go back and watch it, you're like, oh, how did I see that? She picks them right up, and she's like, oh, he's blind.
Right.
No, thanks for ruining that movie for me. No, I didn't say that. So you're not that good at that, or
I mean, I can be, but I mean, the thing with that movie though, he like did karate at one point, and like he was fighting these people,
heightened.
Right. But like it's like, man, he was doing some Kenneth Copeland stuff during that,
some Benny Hinn. Whipping people with the suit coat jacket.
No, but yeah, man. I mean, it was just that was a really good movie. I loved seeing Tom Waits in it too. I mean, Tom Waits is I love Tom Waits, man. He's so good.
But yeah, so you're like me. You can watch a movie with twists and be surprised at the end.
Yeah, I can. Yeah,
okay,
for sure.
That makes me feel better.
Yeah.
I feel like such a dummy when I'm watching it with my wife because she's like, you didn't see that? You don't understand what's going on? I'm like, I don't even know who that guy is. She's like, he's been on screen 5 times. I'm like, doesn't look familiar. He just has a hat on now. I'm like, nope. No facial recognition whatsoever. Don't know any of the main characters.
Look, Greg, Pinocchio is a wooden puppet.
I don't get it. Oh, hey, I don't want to sound like a snob, but have you ever read the book of Pinocchio?
No.
So much better than any movie that's ever been made.
Read that book.
Me. We actually listened to the audio version of the original book when we drove down to Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Yeah. Nice.
With the kids.
Very
and I was
cool.
like, dude, this is a good audio book too. And I don't know, so much better in life lessons, the idea of good and evil, the idea of cheating and honesty and wanting to become something that you're not. It was just, I don't know. I thought it was good. But
no, that's awesome.
Yeah, so welcome to our episode of Pinocchio book review. Right. But hold on, wait a minute. We're getting distracted. We're all over the place. So we have to get a structure on the moon if we go up there, because I know.
Yeah, I mean, how are we going to get things up there?
I think the private sector will do it before the public sector, before the government will.
Yeah, I mean, Elon Musk is already working towards that.
He could take 20% of his net worth, so he's worth $320 billion now. 310.
Last I heard was 280, but
so he's back down?
I'm not sure.
He broke 300 this year.
I mean, I'm sure it's more right now. I mean, Tesla is way up. The stock price.
If he took $30 billion, he could probably get a couple rockets up there with some people, with some structures, and probably with $30 billion prolong a 2 to 3 year mission up there to get a structure on the moon.
Man, something like that seems like it would cost $1 trillion.
You think so?
I mean, something like that, like to have a sustainability up there for like
I'm just
months,
saying,
like put a what's in Antarctica, like a station.
Yeah, like a self-contained station.
Yeah, like where scientists.
It's called a building.
Yeah, okay. Let's go with a building. They wanted to put a scientist building on the moon. It seems like it would have to be
get them one of them learning buildings up there. Yeah.
You would have to bring a lot of things with you. I mean, wouldn't you have to have a refrigerator? Wouldn't you have to have oxygen?
No.
You would have to have
super cold in space.
I'm
like just when you're at deer camp in the winter and you just throw your drinks outside. Well, yeah, you don't need a cooler.
That makes sense. But I mean, there's just certain things that you're gonna have to have, like a microwave. You know, how are you gonna make your coffee?
Wait a minute,
dude.
Let me get this straight. We're planning a trip to the moon, and you're worried about microwaving your pizza rolls.
Exactly.
Daddy's got to eat.
Oh my God. Well, I mean. Dude, you got some things that you're gonna have to take with.
Okay, those are funny jokes. Okay, but seriously,
they're
you
not.
could get up there with a small, let's say a small 1,000 square foot structure. You get up there with some type of self-contained garden system to where you have to have a self-contained oxygen system, whatever. I think you could do it for $30 billion and at least do like a 1-year experiment. Send them up, have them live there for a year.
$30 billion.
You don't think so?
Really? Man, I don't know.
You don't think? Think how much $30 billion is.
Oh, I know how much $30 billion is, but I don't know in this day and age in space. I mean, I'm joking, but but no, $30
even with
billion,
Joe Biden's inflation,
sure. I would have to see the numbers.
You think a $500 billion? You think 500 billion would do it?
Man, I really think it would take around like a.
So then, who's going to pay for it? We ain't going to the moon.
Elon Musk. No, I'm joking. I have no idea. I mean, it's just so crazy though. In the first place, that I'm gonna bring it a little bit back home, a little bit here. But think about this. Why are we trying to put a civilization on another planet when there are people that are hungry in the world? There are people living in extreme poverty. Like can we, and this is going to go in a different direction. Okay. But can we as humanity at some point figure out how to fix a few of those problems rather than trying to head out into space?
No. Never.
You think that there's always going to be extreme
we're in a depraved
poverty?
world. The number one characteristic that we have is self-interest, which is greed. Milton Friedman talked about it in economics. I understand that, but Milton Friedman talked about it. Every transaction you make in life, because of human nature, is self-interest, is a form of greed, is a form of self-interest.
I hear you.
I need to survive. I need this. I need that, right? Yeah. We're never going to get to world peace. Sorry, Rick Warren. You can write as many purpose-driven books as you want, but we're never getting to the Catholics, the Muslims,
you just call
the
me Rick Warren?
Are all going to... Not you, I'm saying in general. So no,
isn't that sad?
I'm pessimistic in that.
You are pessimistic, Amil.
No.
No,
I'm a realist. Okay, with depravity, that's biblical.
I do be.
I'm not saying. I'm not. That's what are you doing?
I'm sorry. That's
you're gonna get canceled by the 4 people who watch us on YouTube. Many more listeners though on
we need more people to realize we're on
you
YouTube.
Guys just go look at our YouTube videos.
Just go look.
We're so insecure.
Yeah, right. I just don't understand.
Thousands of people listening. 2 people watching.
I know, right? There's like some of them that have 2,500 views. There's a ton of them that have 3, 4.
Yeah, that's okay.
Whatever. It's okay. It's not about the numbers.
It isn't, but it is. Go watch our YouTube videos.
Yeah, right. But Dead Men Walking podcast, not just Dead Men Walking.
There you go.
Dead Men Walking podcast.
Go to the website, DMW Podcast.
Yes, thank you.
So, we sold 2 more of the Bible Determined That Was a Lie t-shirts today.
Dude, I keep forgetting to order one.
They love those. We'll order them because we got to wear some for the show.
Yeah, for sure.
But since this is the advertisement portion, go to dmwpodcast.com. Yes. Go check out the website and the merch site. We've got, and we sold a... I love this shirt. I don't know why. I had thought of it, so that's why I love it. I don't know why. But it has a big picture of Stephen Furtick on it, and it says, we don't say the F word in our family. Man. Someone just bought that one. It's a little dicey.
Wear that one to a family get-together.
Okay, let's change gears here for a minute. Should we I have an idea for a t-shirt. Should I suggest it on here or do it offline?
Offline, just in case.
Okay.
Because what if you say it and it's like, man, people out there are like, man.
What if someone steals it?
Right. I know, really I am that too.
Could be really good.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Okay. I'll tell you offline, and you tell me what you think. Hold it. Because we're always thinking up new t-shirt ideas. But yeah. So I don't know. I don't think we're going to get to a point to where we can feed every single person. Like we had a whole episode on this, like capitalism. Like, is it biblical? The principles and all that. Yeah. But capitalism is even rooted in a system of self-interest. And that's why socialism will never work. Communism will never work. That's why capitalism has to be the best system that has come along, because at least in self-interest, we're both having a mutual beneficial exchange of goods or services.
Aren't we supposed to, as the church, take care of widows and orphans?
100%.
Right? And, it's like, I feel like we're always just sending money overseas sending money overseas. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. Okay.
Sounded like you were.
Well, I think I've heard a figure like something like $50 billion.
That's what I'm gonna put online.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna clip and edit that post.
It's
Jason Hamlin hates missions.
You're right. It's something crazy, like $50 billion a year or something like that goes overseas or something crazy.
Yeah.
You know, why can't we just hold back a little bit of that and maybe take care of those in our community around here?
So you're a Christian nationalist?
Yeah, exactly.
So wait, let me
get ready.
Let's review.
And
you
this
hate
is
missions,
where,
and you're a Christian nationalist.
I'm saying the church
Trump supporter
needs to do a better job. You know,
you're absolutely
right here in their own community. And
the whole point of a church is to take care of the immediate community.
Yeah.
Like I think that's why I'm a limited government conservative. That's why I believe in
That's why I like Doug Wilson.
Same, right? He's falls more in libertarian actually, but just not social libertarian. Yeah. I just watched a clip on him talking about that.
Didn't he do an episode on? I'm sorry. We can get back to this.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
there's a sweater vest dialogue with Dr. White and him. And
I'm agreeing with you though.
Yeah.
That yes, we need to do a better job as a church to take care locally. Mm-hmm. Not that we're like saying, oh, it can't go outside of these borders. But it's like, could you imagine if every church, mega churches, small churches, medium churches said, hey, we're going to focus any tithes, offerings, anything that we get back to the immediate community in which we are in. It would be a different place.
I mean, this is I'm about to go way out there.
Let's do it.
But get ready for this, everybody. Get ready.
Get ready.
Get ready to laugh. Get ready to cry. And just get ready, because he's coming in a twinkling of an eye. No, I'm joking. Sorry, I went into that. Yeah. So imagine this.
I'm listening.
What I'm about to say is really like, I know I need to say it, but it's like really hard for me to get out. But imagine if the church did something crazy, like helped people with their bills. Like gave back to the people that are giving in a way. Like
Kenneth Copeland says,
deny.
Yeah. like instead of, like the Kenneth Copeland jets and, whatnot.
Wasn't that the new system under the new church after the ascension with Paul? That's what they did. Everyone brought everything.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Ananias, I see what you're saying.
And Sapphira, they brought everything and they shared it between themselves.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. The Pilgrims tried that. The Pilgrims, for the first year that they were here, they had a very, I don't want to say socialist, because that's not like...
Yeah, no, that's not what I'm talking about, everybody.
Workers own the means of production, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But it was literally communal. It was like, hey, this is our 200 group of people. Everyone bring your crops. Everyone bring, right?
Yeah.
And then we share equally among themselves. The only problem with that, dude, and I know I'm getting off...
No, you're good.
The only problem with that is you will have people that go, well, if I'm being provided for, I'm not going to work. That's why Proverbs talks about the sluggard turns over and says, I'll do it tomorrow.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. Now, that's different from what you just said, which is why aren't we going, hey, we're bringing in $1.2 million a year as a church, or less or more, whatever it is. I'm just throwing a random number out there.
And we know this single mom has a need.
Sure, this widow.
She's living off of her credit cards.
This divorcee.
Why can't we pay that off, or at least help her with housing? Something.
Okay, but here's my thought.
But then again, who knows if they're doing it or not.
But here's my thought, though, and it goes back to teach a man a fish versus give him a fish. If I just give you that money...
No. I know
I'm
where
just
you're
enabling.
going.
I would love to see financial discipleship tied to giving.
Exactly.
So, and not because it's like, oh, I need to teach you how to pull yourselves up by your bootstraps. It's like, no, how about we educate our brothers and sisters in the Lord, not only spiritually in discipleship, but like real world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this is how you save. This is how you have plan B and C. This is how you invest. This is how you buy real estate. This is how, you know what I mean? This is how you set a budget like you're doing. I guarantee you right now, there's some people listening to this episode, when you said you spend $75 a week, or maybe a little more than that by the time you factor everything in, they went, oh my gosh, that's insane.
Right.
How, there's no way. Even Christians are just, and I'm guilty of this, just wasting money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not only that, but some people would even look down on you.
Yeah.
Oh, he's frugal.
Yeah,
oh,
exactly.
How dare. And
he's
I'm
probably holding back from his family. No,
you literally said that.
Really
and I'm like, after this episode, we're sitting down and you got to tell me how to start.
For sure. Yeah.
Because we started a new budget
fruits, we get vegetables, we're all organic. My wife is organic and everything, man. So it's like, she does really good.
But we need more Christians that have that mindset. And could you imagine if we had all these churches in the United States had this, discipleship of finances, but also, freely giving.
Yeah.
No strings attached. I'm not saying you got to go to this class to get this money. But say, hey, brother, hey, sister, hey, family, whatever it is, we want to bless you with this. We need to, help you out because that's what the church is called to. Yeah. But also, we don't want to do this every month or every quarter, every year.
Exactly.
We want to show you in Proverbs how to be self-sufficient.
Yep.
How to make wise financial decisions. How to live a godly life in being good stewards of everything the Lord has given you.
Yeah.
It's
one of those things. I mean, I'm actually doing this with Aubrey right now. My daughter. She is 12 years old, about to be 13, and I'm just like, look, I'm showing her the stock market. I'm showing her,
I love it.
Different things about just saving and just, I mean, on a very small scale. I'm not going into spreadsheets and whatnot with her, but it's just,
you're like, if you just give me your Christmas money, I can double it in 2 days, honey.
Give me some of that. I'm going to buy you some Shiba Inu. And we're just going to ride it out for 20 years. No, I'm joking. But on this same subject, there is a crypto called Saitama Inu. And I am not giving financial advice right now, by the way, but it's called Saitama Inu. And their focus is to educate the younger generation on finances. And that's their mission. It's like they want kids to know how to invest and how to learn about money, and they want to teach in the schools and whatnot. And that's really awesome. I mean, I don't understand why we didn't really have many or any finance classes besides accounting, I think, in high school. I don't know if you remember that.
And that was the only teacher. He didn't even teach accounting. He just taught me about the stock market. Right, and I was like, this is the most interesting teacher I have. And it was like real world stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, man. But yeah, no, I'm right there with you. It's not just let's just hand out a bunch of money. Let's just pay off everybody's stuff and, just go on your free way, but it's like, man, I don't know.
Wait, hold on. Could you imagine though, taking your idea and say, oh, you're a church member? You're a member of this church? We're totally taking care of anything you need. No strings attached. Obviously we want to bring you along and disciple you. But could you imagine the church growth? And just not the growth, but just we've lost this thing of being a community, discipleship and being a community of brothers and sisters who all have been forgiven and who have been purchased by the blood of Christ. Instead, it's almost just like a club.
I got mine. Yeah. You go get yours, and it's all separate. It's all just I did this for me. I did this for my family. It's like. I mean, I get that to a point. You have, you're striving towards something, you're working hard and whatnot. But it's like, man, there's certain things that I would really push back on with that type of mentality, because we're supposed to deny ourselves.
Did you see? Okay, my ADD just kicked in. I don't know why. Did you see that? Well, you probably did because you monitor our social media at Instagram, Dead Men Walking Podcast. But I posted that screenshot that they NASA hired 24 theologians to see what religious responses would be to when if they reveal if there's extraterrestrial life.
I would love to know who the theologians were. That was the first thing that I thought, and I saw it in the comments. But I wanted to know who the theologians were.
I hope one of them was Creflo Dollar.
Yeah, right.
And he was like, "We got tax these aliens trying to get a plane."
Yeah. We need to ask them for a little bit of money.
I mean, I wonder if we could. Could you imagine if you? Because the only reason I bring that up is because I'm thinking, you're taking 50 people to the moon.
Yeah.
All right, we got a base set up. The year. Let me set the stage for you.
Yeah.
The year's 2028. Elon Musk.
2028, that soon?
2032. No. This is my fantasy. I'm making the year.
Okay.
The year's 2028. Okay, that's too soon, right? Yeah. What is it? 2021. The year's 2040.
Yeah.
We've constructed a self-contained apparatus on the moon. Elon Musk is now the president.
Wow.
I don't know. My whole point is, okay, he spent his $200 billion on it.
Yeah.
We have to take up 50 people to be the very first group of humans to go to the moon, to live there, let's say, for a 3-year mission.
Yeah.
What 50 people are you taking and why? Like, what variety of people should be up there? Scientists?
I'm taking the 1988-89 Detroit Pistons.
Bad boys!
I'm taking the 1984 Detroit Tigers.
No, the bad boys.
Yeah, right.
Except it had, Dennis Rodman.
Exactly.
I don't know. He'd be pretty old.
Yeah.
But, do you? My point is, do you take scientists? Do you take theologians? Do you take pastors? Do you take spiritual people, or just hey, we got to survive, so we're taking, people who are physically fit, scientists that know how to. It
would have to be a little. It would have to be a mixture, right? I mean, of course, if it was you or I picking, it'd be like, okay, well, we need Dr. White. We
just pick all theologians and we die within 90 days. Right. We all just sit around arguing.
Rand Paul's up
double
there.
Predestination.
He's a doctor. Rand
he's
Paul. But it's like you kind of need governance. It
would literally be like day 1, land on the in the moon structure. Day 3. James White has already debated every single person here and crushed him.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's
day 5. Doug Wilson has written 4 books already.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And did 20 blog posts.
Day 9, Dale Partridge has set up 4 home churches. And there's already 9 denominations.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. Because of who we brought up.
Right. It's like the worst and best.
Yeah, man. Because you're starting a civilization.
Right.
That's a pretty wild, that's a pretty wild thing to think about. But
yeah. Do you think it'll happen in our lifetime? Do you think you'll see?
Don't think
do you think we'll see a structure on the moon in our lifetime?
I think maybe I will say yes, just because of how fast technology has gone. I mean, think about it, man. Back in the 90s, we were carrying around like this. I mean, I didn't have one, but it was a big old bulky phone. People had those, suitcases in their cars that they were calling phones. Yeah. And man. But I mean, think about it now. I mean,
Kurzweil was right about everything else. The guy who created the Kurzweil keyboard and the genius and the futurist who predicted the Russian dude getting beat by the Cray IBM computer within 6 months, 10 years before it happened. He predicted cell phones. When I say predicted, he's saying we will be at this level of technology at about this year. Yeah. And he's been within a year or two of every major event just because he says it's a scientific probability.
Next?
He says 4042 will be on the moon, living on the moon in 4040. That was, he
4042?
Or no, 2042.
I was like, what?
No, that's...
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, that's my Amil coming out of me. Jesus will still be reigning?
Yeah, right.
There ain't no turbulent at all in the kingdom.
Baby. That's right.
No, 2042. I'm sorry.
Yeah. 2042. I could see that. I could see that.
But
I feel like Jim and Dwight right now from The Office when Jim has he's asking Dwight all these different things. He's like, well, 8 months. He's like, Dwight's like, I could see that. And he's like, a year and a half. And they're just sitting there forever.
I can see that. Yeah. This has kind of felt like one of those episodes.
Anyway, yeah, exactly. Oh, geez, we've been talking for 44 minutes.
I don't know. Should we wrap it up or no?
Might as well. Going? Yeah, we probably should.
I'll keep going. I don't know.
Yeah, right. We might have lost a few of them out there. People like these guys are nuts.
I'll tell you the hardest part about this is going to be me making the title.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to remember. I mean, it's basically going to be like, maybe we talked about a moon landing. I don't know. I remember that.
Yeah.
We covered some stuff, though. This was a fun one to just stream of consciousness. I know we wanted to.
Salad bar. We could call this one Salad Bar.
Oh man, a good salad bar though.
I know.
If you go to a restaurant that has a good
Ryan Steakhouse,
exactly a good 50 different toppings, good lettuce, good spinach,
yeah, but salad bars, man, I would always just
do they still
pile on. I don't know. Well, Golden Corral. Yeah.
Oh,
sorry.
Sure. Yeah.
Sorry, anyone.
I mean, Jeff Foxworthy is their spokesperson. It's not that great.
Oh, really? Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went there a couple years ago with my dad just on a whim, and we were like, ugh.
Yeah, dude.
There was a little gas station. It wasn't a gas. You know where
gas
the
station salad bar?
No. Listen.
I was like,
you know where the TA is over on Dixie?
Yeah, okay. For sure. Yeah.
Before that, it was a BP gas station, but also a restaurant connected to it.
Yep.
They had an unlimited salad bar that was really good. That's some 80s
where
stuff.
Fazoli's is now.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
This is the part of the podcast where you guys have no idea what we're talking about because it's local Monroe County.
Right.
From the 80s, no less.
Yeah.
It hasn't been there since 92.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Man. All right, let's wrap it up, guys.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging.
For those of you who hung in there
this
long, make sure you go to dmwpodcast.com. Go buy a shirt and support us. We got some fun stuff out there.
Yep. Tell your buds.
Tell your buds. Share the podcast. That's the only way we grow. We had really good reaction on our Reformed Roundtable.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Really good. We had go listen to that one.
Yep.
Just because it's 6 people that is not us.
Yep.
And it's really good.
And they're really smart.
Yeah. Cool. We'll finish it up. We're good. Hey, we came in awkward. I think I'm going to keep that opening.
I love it. I'm fine with it.
We came in awkward. We'll go out awkward. Guys, God bless. Doop. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Dead Men Walking Podcast for full video podcast episodes and clips, or email us at deadmenwalkingpodcast@gmail.com.
None your biscuit.